Hey Richard, that's what he's doing. I just started working. Started up, smoke, oil, all that smoke coming out of the oil. And it rock. I don't know what's going on, but I just had it on and feeling like it's moving. Here I have the small engine from the Honda Generator that I took apart. I have some pictures. I didn't make too many videos of it. I took off all the bolts, so I'm gonna show you what I can see after I take off the cover. This is the back cover. You have the gear on the bottom that picks up oil and kind of spreads the oil through the engine, kind of keeps everything lubricated by just spinning and spitting all the oil around the moving parts. I'm trying to be careful as I go when I'm taking it apart. As you can see down here, you can barely see the timing marks. There's the timing mark for the crankshaft, and the camshaft is right there. So make sure, I'm gonna make sure when I put it back together to line them up, so everything works again. And the other side, I took out the bolts already of the cover. On this other side, I see a sensor on the bottom. I believe this is related to the oil. I haven't looked it up yet. I'm trying to take this away from. You have a CO for the crankshaft. You have the sensor there. I'm sure it's related to the level of the oil to make sure it doesn't blow up on you once you run out of oil. It'll shut the engine down. Here is your crankshaft, your piston down below. Gonna take off the bolts. Let's see. Let's see how everything looks down there. Problem with this engine, it was smoking a lot. It was running pretty good, but the oil consumption was pretty high. And I'm gonna find a solution if I can. I got some parts from Honda, and I'm gonna try to replace the piston rings where I think there's a problem. Hopefully that will take care of the issue. And also gonna put a seal for the intake. So continuing with the video, I just pulled the piston out. Piston rings look okay. I have to remove them and see what the gap is. The rings on the control oil rings are pretty close to the piston. I don't know, that could be the issue. As you can see, top of the piston is a bit dirty, it's normal. The cylinder doesn't look bad. You can get the light on. Here we go. Turn on the light and you can see more clearly how things are. Cylinder looks fine. No scratches. Bells will look dirty. See right there. Try to remove and clear that up. Okay. I have everything on this side. I'm gonna pull the piston rings and check them with the gauge and see how much gap do we have. Hello, I'm continuing with the disassemble of this little engine. I took out the intake valve. Very simple way of taking it out. So you can see this this top. You just push it out, push it down, slide it, and it comes out. You see the way it can come out. You can focus that better. See the shape of it? As soon as you push it down, you slide it over so it can pass through the bigger hole and comes out. Pretty simple. It seems like in good shape. The valve is, I checked the play and it wasn't that much play. The only thing I'm gonna be replacing is the seal right on top. Could be one of the issues of the oil consumption. I'll remove the other valve too. Way I did it is I put the piston back inside so that when you push down onto the spring, the piston holds the valve from dropping. So you can see it right there. I just popped it out and it comes right out. I'm gonna keep them separate. I don't know the strength of either one. The intake could have a different spring pressure, so you gotta keep that in mind. I have done big engines and pretty much it's better off if you keep everything where it's supposed to go. This one doesn't have a seal because pretty much whatever comes out is going out to the muffler. The intake is the one that concerns the most because when the valve opens, it's a lot of vacuum that's created by the piston. So if there is any oil on this area, it'll be sucked right into the combustion chamber and you will have smoke. It's just the way it works. And sometimes it's more oil consumption through the piston rings, but there's also some oil consumption can come through the valve stems, seals. So I'm gonna remove the valves in order to clean them up, just to keep them clean. And see, I want to show you how the bottom looks. It's a lot of carbon on it. I don't know if you can see that. There it is. All the carbon I'm gonna remove. It allows the engine to have better combustion. All this carbon sometimes absorbs part of particles of the fuel, so the fuel mixture is not as adequate as should be. Okay, well, I'm gonna just push this one right through it. Right there, you feel right through it. Okay, where is it? This one is a little more carbon on it because whatever oil and gasoline gets on the valve, it gets stuck to the valve because of the heat. So I just gonna clean it up so it can be less possibilities of anything getting built up on it. Okay, I keep doing videos so you can see the progress. The next thing I'm gonna do is check the gap on the piston rings.